morning, noon, evening or night, depending when you're watching this video. My name is Alegende and welcome back to World of Tanks and the look back at Clanwars. So Clanwars has been a while for me, because the last Clanwars that I and the MBTT clan did was season 15. That was pretty much 1 year ago. We didn't participate in season 16 and the campaigns because we had a dip in clan member activity during that time. But nevertheless, half a year or a full year, I can still share my look back at this special clan game mode. Because it's a game mode after all, and the first thing that comes into my mind when I look back at the time is the longevity of it. Yes, that's right, we are immediately delving into some of the points I want to look back at. So season 15 was from September 15th to November the 22nd. That's 73 days or just a little above 10 weeks or 2 months and 12 days. That's quite a lot of time to devote yourself into a certain game mode, especially when you want to be somewhat successful in it. You pretty much need to be active almost every day during that period of time. Season 16 took even longer with 111 days. This alone makes Clanwars a bit more difficult to execute for clans with regular activity and not the try hard, die hard attitude to actually be into this game mode for such a period of time. The reason that my clan did well during season 15, despite not having a high amount of active time on the global map, is because of alliances, which are a very prominent element in this game mode. Big active clans take some smaller, lesser active clans in their team or in their alliance to cover certain provinces for them or take a penalty for them when necessary. So what is my general thought about the whole alliance thing? Well, it's pretty great, to be honest. Thinking about it, this game mode is excellently balanced between a huge variety of clans that are present in World of Tanks. Highly active and competitive clans can devote a lot of time to their liking, while the more casual clans can also have a reasonable impact on the global map when they are in an alliance with those competitive clans. The fact that there is so much alliances in global map is also great because it gives the casual clan also the possibility to end up in the top 100 of the map, of the event or the season. The only thing they need to do for this is to make contact for diplomacy with other clans. We even have an entire clan member rank for this exact reason, the intelligence officer. Although this might be stating the obvious of how this exactly works, how Clanwars works pretty much, it is very important to know how it works before you get your clan into a global map and only get one province for a few days because you landed in the middle of multiple clans who are all in an alliance with each other. However, the only thing is still the time period. Sure, you can dedicate for your own how much time your clan will get into it, but if you want to do any good in a casual clan, you still need to be attentive whenever your competitive alliance clan asks for some favors of you, or you actually have some provinces that are becoming landing zones. So I think that 1.5 months or 6 weeks should be the maximum, because it gives a better overview of time to reach certain goals or keep that many provinces. Every time it's longer than 2 months and you will get some clan war saturation of many clans who want to get a break from it. Except those competitive clans, but yeah, there are more clans out there than only those. Another element that is limiting Clan Wars is the required team setup, which mainly consists out of the Chieftain, the Object 907 and the 279E. also the EBR to some extent, but mostly tanks that you can only get by having done a very successful campaign or completing the hardest of personal missions. With other words, since these tanks are so meta and so overpowered, blatantly better than their regular Tech 3 counterpart, they are pretty much mandatory if you want to have the best chances on Clanwars tier 10 at least, or the campaign. This will only let the best clans outmatch the underdogs even more, since they have a harder time to get those tanks, since clans which already has those tanks are a huge hurdle for them right now. At tier 8 it's not as bad, but on that tier the premium tanks, the Progetto, Defender and the EBR are dominating. This happens while the global map opens up actually many possibilities to prepare a certain strategy, which you can also use non-meta tanks. Advances also has this feature for some parts, which I also had addressed in my last Strong Strongholds video. In that video I also explained how peculiar team setups can also work, since you have the knowledge about which map you get, at least for round 2 and up in advances. But on a global map you can pick your own map in a certain province to land on or to expand to. It ain't random like regular skirmishes. I do have to say that Clanwars already somewhat combats the continuous use of the same meta tanks by implying tank penalties when you get destroyed in a battle for a province. This lasts for around 2 days. For tier 8 this might be good, and it opens up more possibilities for new contenders for provinces facing against a clan who has it for a while but has suffered some tank losses up to that point. So the new clan has a chance to fight against a now lesser meta setup. But I think that the whole meta tank should be thrown out the window in its entirety. For tier 10 it's quite easy, just ban all the reward tanks, just how it's done in ranked battles, since Clanwars can also be considered to be just as competitive as ranked. For tier 8 it is harder and has to be more nuanced, with banning certain tanks, because a lot of premium tanks do actually no harm. But premium tanks who are flat out better than their non-premium counterparts, well, can easily get banned. And it has been quite obvious through the years which tanks they are: Progetto, EBR, Defender and Scorpion G. Despite this, there's also another solution which I thought of, namely a budget front. A part of the global map with around 10 to 20 provinces that can only be fought in with non-premium and non-reward tanks. Only the Tech 3 tanks and collectors tanks which can be obtained with no money spent or no try-harding on personal missions or earlier Clanwars campaigns. Finally, the last point I want to talk about are the rewards itself, and they are quite good except for some blatantly overpowered reward tanks. But for the most part and for the most clans, the top rewards mainly consist out of styles and emblems. And for the last couple of years the workshop has been introduced in Clanwars, where you can collect stuff from battles you play and convert into a huge variation of different prices. In the last season, season 16, you could even get some extra styles, premium account, bonds and credits from it. So let's go towards the top and look at the rewards which are the most prominent prizes. The tanks. Again, I would say that overpowered tanks should not be handed out this way, or even made overpowered in the first place. The tanks here need to be more unique, so they can still feel like a reward. And many of them actually are somewhat a unique reward tank. Most of them are, but try and keep that uniqueness in there and not the whole stronger than the regular Tech 3 counterpart. But I think it's nice that you can also get into an auction for these tanks only after playing 5 battles in a campaign. Although your chances of getting one is quite low unless you invest a huge amount of bonds in it. But after all, it's at least available, which I appreciate. So in short, the entire look back at the Clanwars is that it's just a little bit too long for my taste. The campaigns aren't, with only 2 weeks, but the main Clanwars seasons might be better if they get towards a 6-week maximum. Also, remove all of those blatantly overpowered tanks, stronger tanks, meta tanks, although there are still possibilities to create tactics and strategy which requires non-meta tanks. There are still a lot of battles where you see the typical Object 907 Chieftain combination, or at tier 8 defenders and Progettos. And of course the EBRs, which are also quite annoying. And last, just all rewards are actually quite good, except for those stronger tanks. And with that, that's my look back at the Clanwars for now. Maybe I will do another one in a few years, who knows, maybe they actually change something, but until that time we will see for ourselves. And with that, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Laters!